Hey guys, here's another tip. I'm going to talk about lining today just a little bit. You know, a lot of times when you're lining, you're doing like, if your line is very long, right? Let's just say like as you're moving, you only feel comfortable to do this much of the line, and then you need to stop, readjust, reassess real fast, and then continue the line a little bit further, and you do that until obviously that line is complete, correct? Well, as you're stopping and starting, a lot of the things that I see people doing, making the mistake of, and they'll create inconsistencies. And instead of having one smooth, long line, and you can obviously tell where they started and stopped at, is probably because of this, or at least most likely. All right, guys, so check this out. If you are going, let's just say that you have a line, right? Let's say that is your line, right? And you are stopping and starting at different moments. Whenever you're stopping and starting, you want to make sure that the needle does not start here, right, at the end of the line. You don't want to push down the needle directly into it and come down, because what's going to happen if you do that is you're going to create basically a little dot right here, more or less, where there's too much concentration of ink in that spot. Instead, what you want to do, whenever you're continuing a line, you want to kind of like not press directly down and start moving. You want to kind of like swoop in just a little bit in a smooth, kind of graceful kind of way, I guess, for lack of better words. And you want to start just a little bit above the end of the line, wherever you're starting to stopping at, so that this is the end right here. You actually want to stop or start again about right here. So whenever you're coming in, you want to kind of like angle it in and swoop in, right, and continue the line. So you swoop in and continue the line, and it'll create a very smooth transition from where you started and stopped at as you're moving and progressively going across to create the lines that you want to create, okay? Now, obviously, I'm doing this with a marker for representation to explain, but that's where you want to start and stop at when you're doing lines, especially the very long ones that you're doing on some of your tattoos. All right, guys, good luck.